Hello there. Welcome back to Introductory Accounting Info. Today, we want to look at the question paper of November 2019, and we are going to look at the first question on that question paper. The question requires us to prepare the trading account and the profit and loss account. So this is our question one, and we are only going to look at the first part, that is 1.1 on this question. The question reads that the following trial balance appeared in the books of Omega Design on October 3rd October 2017. On the required part, we are having a complete profit and loss account and trading account in the general ledger of Omega Design for the year ended 3rd October 2017. Very important to take note. It's also important to take note where the year is ending. Remember, our financial year is usually on 1 year basis, that is on annual basis, that is 1 year. And this year is ending on 3rd October 2017. So this is what we have. And then if you look at the question there, we've got information that we are given there. We've got trial balance of Omega Design on 3rd October 2017, where we've got the balance sheet section, debits, credits, or with the information that we are given. And then go to additional information. The merchandise was valued at 197,690 rands after physical stock taking on 3rd October 2017. So this is the information that we have. So let's take note that the statement that we are given here is a trial balance, and usually when the stock, the opening stock will be given in the trial balance, and then if you move down, we'll see that we are given the closing stock under additional information, where we have got the merchandise was valued at 197,690 rands after physical stock taking on 3rd October 2017. So this is what we have. Remember, the question that we want to look at requires us to prepare profit and loss account and trading account. So if we go to our answer section, we see that we are going to start with this trading account. But basically, on a trading account, remember, these sides represent the debit side, and this other side represent the credit side. So what goes to the debit side of the trading account? Remember, we have got open stock, purchases, and any transport cost that is going to increase the value of purchases comes also on the debit side in the form of carriage. We also have some custom expenses, custom duties, be it custom taxes, import taxes. They also come on the debit side. And then we basically, this is what we have on the debit side. Then credit side, we have got sales being on the credit side. Sales is one of the items that we see on the credit side. Sales, we see sales on the credit side. And then closing stock also comes on the credit side. Remember, opening stock, we find it on the debit side. So this is what we have. So we can go back to the question. And try to find out which information should we post under the trading. So from the information that we are given there, you'll see that we can look for information that we should put on the debit or credit side of the trading account. Remember, I've got trading stock that we have there. Remember, I said opening stock, we put it on the debit side of the trading account. So we're going to pick our opening stock here, 69,000, and go to the debit side and put that opening stock. So also we have to take note that in terms of the date, we have got the date column that we have here. The date that we put here is only one date. That is the date at the end of that financial year. Remember, these are trading account is part of the income statement, which is the financial statement that is prepared at the end of the year. So whatever we're going to enter in this trading account and in the profit and loss account is we are going to enter them at the end of that year, which is 2017. 3rd October 2017. So here we can just say 2017, and we have got 30 October. So this is what we have. Then on details, we are saying this is opening stock. We are saying this is opening stock. This is our opening stock. So that is what we have there. Then for our opening stock, we are saying the amount that we have there is 69,000. 69,000 becomes our amount. So we go back again to check what other information do we have in the question that we can put there. So we can go down checking. We've got debtors control, bank, petty cash, cash float, creditors control, loan. All these items, you can include them in the trading account. Then we go to the nominal account section where we have got sales. Sales should be in the trading account, but on the credit side. So we go to the credit side and put our sales 998,500. Then if we hit our returns, they were going to reduce the amount of sales that we are having there, so that we get the amount of net sales, and we can post the amount of net sales on the credit side, or we can put the sales returns on the opposite side, that is the debit side. So let's just pick our sales there and go to the credit side of the trading account. So here we are saying, so the date we are saying we're still having the same dates, which is 2017, October 3rd. So our details, we are saying these are our sales. The figure that we have is 998,500. So this is the figure that we have. Then you can go back to check what we have next. Right, from sales, we've got purchases. Purchases also, we'll put them in the trading account on the debit side. And we're saying if we had returns, terms of purchase returns in this question, of which we don't have, if we had purchase returns, we were supposed to subtract purchase returns from purchases so to get the net purchase figure and put the net purchase figure on the debit side. Or alternatively, we can put the purchase returns on the credit side, on the opposite side where we put our purchases. So in this case, we are just going to pick this 119,700 and post it on the credit side of the trading account. So we come here, we are saying purchases. And the figure that we have for purchases is 419,700. Then we can go back again to check what next we have. We can go back again to check what next we have. Right, from purchases, we've got carriage on purchases. So these are part of transport costs. They increase the value of purchases. So we are going to put again carriage on purchases on the debit side. So we're going to post our carriage on purchases on the debit side. So we're saying carriage on purchases. And the figure that we are having on carriage on purchases is 6,300. 6,300. Then we go back again to check what else do we have there that we should include in the trading account. And if we come here, we now have carriage on sales. So carriage on sales, it's an expense. We don't include it under the trading account. We are going to include it in the income statement, that is under the profit and loss account. Usually it goes under the operating expenses. So in this case, we are not going to include it under the trading account. We put it on the profit and loss. So basically, this is profit or loss, carriage on sales. But carriage on purchases, we put it in the trading account. So this is profit and loss. So we go to the next one, interest income. This is an income, and all incomes should be on the credit side of the profits. Profit and loss again. This goes to profit and loss. Salaries again is an expense. Profit and loss. Import taxes. Remember, these are part of the transport cost of carrying these goods that we are buying to the business, or goods that are purchasing. So import taxes goes under the trading account. So we're going to the debit side again, put our 6,250 as import taxes. So we are here, we are saying imports. Import taxes, and the amount that we have there, 6,250. Then we can go and check the next. For import taxes, for dividend income, this is an income, it's under the profit and loss. Commission paid again, under profit and loss, rent expenses the same, advertising the same, discount received the same. Then remember, we also have closing stock that we are having under this, under additional information. This is our closing stock, which is 197,690. So our closing stock on the credit side. Our closing stock on the credit side. We are here, we are saying our closing stock. And the amount that we are having for closing stock there, 197,690. So this is what we have. Then we can balance our trading account. Remember, we've exhausted all the information that we have in terms of items that we should post under the trading account. So we add the total of the debit, we add the total of the credit, then we compare which one is greater. So you see that the total that we are having on the credit side is greater than what we are having on the debit. So what we are going to do there, we are just going to uh, enter the total of the credit side, both sides. And if you add the credit side there correctly, you are supposed to get 1,196,190. 1,196,190. This is the same total that comes between the double lines on the debit side, 196,190. And then we subtract this total with all what we have on the debit side. That is, we are saying 1,196,190 minus 6,250 minus 6,300 minus 419,700 minus 69,000. So the answer that we're supposed to get there is our balancing figure, which is 694,940. So this if we have such a scenario that the debit side is where we are putting our balancing figure and the debit side is smaller, this would be our gross profit. But if the opposite was true, that is, we are having a lesser total on the credit side, where we are putting our balancing figure on the credit side, it was going to be gross loss. So this balance that we have here, which is the gross profit, is going to be transferred to the profit or loss. This is the figure that we are going to start with. And if it's a profit, it goes to the credit side of the profit or loss. If it was a loss, it was supposed to be posted to the debit side of the profit or loss. So this is what we have. So we go to our profit or loss. That's our next ledger that we are preparing here. This is our profit or loss. And remember, we're starting with that figure for from the trading account, which is the gross profits. We go to the credit side. Remember the date. We are saying we are only using the same date, that is 2017, October 30. 18th October 2030. And remember the amount that you got is gross profit there. So here we are saying trading, because the amount is coming from the trading account. And basically it's the gross profit. And the amount that we got there was 694,940. So this is what we have. Then we go back to check other items that we should include in the profit and loss. So we are just going to the nominal section. So the nominal account section here, and pick all the figures that should be in the profit and loss. We start here with sales, trading, purchases, trading account, carriage on purchase, trading account. Then we've got carriage on sales. Remember, carriage on sales, we said we are posting into the profit and loss. It's an expense. So we are going to the debit side of the profit and loss, and then we are going to put our carriage on sales. Remember dates, we are using the same date. It is 2017, October date. And we are saying this is carriage on sales. So the figure for carriage on sales that we have there, the figure for carriage on sales, we have got 9,000. Here we've got 9,000. Then we go back to check other items. For carriage on sales, we have got interest income. Remember, it's income. So you see that in this trial balance, all incomes comes to the credit, expenses on the debit. So interest income, 50,900 should come on the credit side of the profit and loss. So we have got interest income, income, and the figure for interest income that we have, interest income, we've got 50,900. So this is what we have, and then we go and check again what we have next. So from interest income, we've got salaries. Salaries is an expense. It comes on the debit side of the profit and loss. So we go to the debit side and put our salaries, 96,750. We are saying salaries 96,750. And then we check the next one. We have got import taxes. We put it in the trading account. We skip it. Then we go to dividend income. It's an income. It goes to the credit side of the profit and loss. That's 40,100. So we've got dividends income. And the amount that we have for dividends income is 40,100. Right. We also go back, see what's next. We now have commission paid 7,339. And also you've got rent expense 2,761. They are both expenses. They go to the debit side. Commission paid and rent expense. So here we are saying commission paid. The amount that we are having for commission paid is 7,339. And also we have got our rent expense. Rent expense, and the figure that we have there is 2,761. Then we go and check what we have next. We also have advertising, which is 4,750. 4,720, sorry, 4,720. We've got advertising. 4,720. We'll go and check what's next. From advertising, we've got discount received. This is income, 44,000. For the credit side. 44,000. What discounts are received? And obviously we've got, I think we've got the last one there that we should check there. We've got repairs. Repairs is an expense at debit side, 1,008. We are saying repairs. And the amount for repairs that we are using there is 1,080. 1,080. So this is what we have. This is what we have there. So you also have to balance it and add the total of the debit and add the total of the credit. Then you compare the two. So if you compare the two, you see that the credit side also is the greater side. So this is the total that is going to come both sides in between the double lines. So if you add the total there correctly on the credit side, you are going to get 829,000. 829,940. This is the same total that is going to come on the debit side. Again, remember the greater total goes both sides. Then you subtract all what we have on the debit side, and the balance that you're supposed to get there is 70,000, 708,000, 708,390. So if the credit is greater than the debit, it means it's we are having a net profit. But if the debit was greater than the credit, it was supposed to be a net loss, and it come on the credit side, and we write it as net loss here. But in this case, it's a net profit. So this is what we have, guys, in terms of the ledger account of the trading account and the profit and loss account. We'll meet again in the next video. Those of you that subscribe, please subscribe and share. We are still coming with more videos as we prepare for exams. As for this video, I'm signing out.